Hey, I'm Gary Vaynerchuk, and you're watching Behind the Brand.
I have a two-part question.
Please.
Are you ever wrong? And if you're wrong, how long does it take for you to get to that point and then make that course correction?
That's a great goddamn question.
And I love the bravado.
You know what's crazy about this? It's an interesting question because it goes into a deeper place. Of course, first of all, let's answer it. I'm wrong plenty. The reason I'm not wrong as much, I think, as others, really, and I mean this, and I get it, it's actually because I don't step out of my boundaries.
Yeah.
You know what I'm really good at, actually? Not being right, just staying in my lane.
Yeah.
I just rinse and repeat the stuff I know. You can look at everything I've done, and look, I'm enjoying the fact that I'm basically documenting everything I've done, at least since when I started it. When I'm crushing it at 45 and 52 and 61 and 67, the themes are all gonna be the same. The reason I tend to not be wrong is I don't argue. Look, actually, one of the best reasons I'm not wrong a lot is because I am very self-aware. I mean, the arguments I have at VaynerMedia are only the ones that I know I'm gonna be right about. The other ones, I just take it. I listen a lot.
Yeah.
I give respect. It doesn't have to be earned. Yeah. Thus, I'm in a lot of conversations. So of course I'm wrong, but the truth is, I just don't get that riled up or argue or make decisions without.
So it rolls off your back. You're good with it.
First of all, I really respect other people's POV.
Yeah.
When somebody disagrees with me on something that I don't know a whole lot about, I defer and go, we'll see, let's learn. I turn it into a learning.
Yeah.
If it's something about HR or people or selling or stuff that I really know, I'll get real nasty because I know I'm gonna be right, and then I stick it to them.
You go to the mat.
Yeah, I go to the mat. So it's funny, the reason I would say I'm not wrong so often is because I'm not trying to be right that often.
Yeah. Well,
that was good, right? That was a good one, right? Sorry, I was excited about that one.
That's okay. You've done a lot of great things, and you're beginning to widen your lane. I mean,
but the funny thing is, it's rinse and repeat. You know, everybody's like, oh my God, Vayner from 30 to 400 people and like all this stuff. I'm like, yeah, just like Wine Library, remember? Yeah. You know, it was funny, my brand kind of started outsizing my accomplishment. People forgot that I actually built a business before. It became this whole Gary V thing. And like watching my friends and like contemporaries and you know, people audit what I'm doing right now and seeing the surprise on them, I'm like, oh my God, either I did such a good job branding me or people weren't paying attention how I got here.
Yeah, well, and everyone's jumping on at different stages, right? You know,
that's right.
They see you as, oh, you're this guy and you're that guy, when really you're like, you know what, I'm a sales guy, that's me.
Yeah, I'm a sales guy, I'm an operator. I'm very proud of my ability to build organizations and structure. But look, I'm a storyteller, you know, and I'm heavily flawed and have a lot of shortcomings and do the best I can to surround myself with people that are great at those things to round us out.
So leave these guys with one final nugget. Your best advice to someone who's just getting started with starting a company, they've got a product, they've got an idea, a service, what are you gonna tell them?
It's all about the process. If you love the process, you've won before you started. If you're chasing the money, the fame, to get girls, to get into a magazine, you know, once you're chasing something other than the process, you're creating a much bigger upside to a lack of happiness.
What is the process?
For me, it's building businesses. It's chasing the awareness of the whole market. It's educating people. It's learning on the job. You know, I love business because it's scoring. Like I know how many millions of dollars, like more VaynerMedia. Like we had a projected number this year that was so aggressive, it was ludicrous, and we're gonna beat it. That was the game for me this year. That was the process. How was I gonna do that? How was I gonna hire 100 people? We've outgrew our space at VaynerMedia. Now we have work from home. That was a decision I had to make. That was a process.
Yeah. It's the chopping.
It's the chopping.
I gotcha.
It's the chopping. Yeah. Too many people don't love the chopping. I always know a real entrepreneur when I know that they love the chopping. And when you love the chopping, you don't burn out.
And this is a last man standing contest, isn't it?
Yes, with lots of men and women standing. Like it's not a winner take all game, right?
Yeah.
It's really not. There's a lot of room for a lot of people to win. And there's different things. Look, you start winning in a different way. today you want this to be very successful. As your life evolves, you're gonna look back at this and be like, how cool is it that my grandkids got to see me like age over a 6-year period? I mean, I go back now and look at Wine Library TV 2006, I'm like, oh my God, I didn't have gray hair, I was thicker.
Yeah.
Look at that guy. You know, like, it's so cool. Like,
Yeah.
we're building our digital legacy. Like, your great-great-great-great-grandkids are watching this right now. Right now, your great-great-great-great-grandkids are watching this 78 years from now. That's cool. That's cool, and I think that that's going to be a byproduct of this that you're not thinking about on an everyday basis right now.
We've been spending a few minutes with entrepreneur and founder of VaynerMedia, Gary Vaynerchuk. Gary, thanks for coming on. You're the best.
Thanks, brother.